Once upon a time in a city, there lived a man who was always annoyed and worried. The reason for his anxiety was that he had to bear all the expenses of the family, and all responsibilities rested on his shoulders. On top of that, relatives often came to their house. These thoughts always kept him worried. As a result, he often scolded his children and quarreled with his wife. One day, his son came to him and said, "Father, please help me with my homework." But the man, being irritated, drove his son away. "Go away! Go away! Can't you see I'm busy?" he shouted at him. Later, when his anger cooled down, he went to his son's room and saw that his son was asleep, holding his homework notebook in his hands. The man picked up the notebook and began to read. The title of the homework was "Things We Don't Like at First, but Later Realize Are Good." He began to read his son's writing out of curiosity. "I am grateful for my exams because at first they seem hard, but later they bring the joy of holidays. I am grateful for bitter medicine because though it tastes bitter at first, later it cures illness. I am grateful for the alarm clock because though it feels annoying at first, it wakes me up every morning and reminds me that I am alive. I am grateful to God because He gave me such a good father who scolds me at first, but later buys me toys, gives me tasty food, and takes me to see elephants." The man stopped reading here. His child's words touched his heart. He says I scold him at first, but later buy him toys, give him tasty food, and take him to see elephants. How right he is, he thought. At that moment, he realized that he was not an ordinary person for his son. For his son, he was a human embodiment of Allah's countless blessings. He began to think, I have to bear the family expenses, which means I have a home. By God's grace, I am in a better condition than those who have no home. By God's grace, I have food to eat and clothes to wear. I may not be able to provide all the luxuries, but at least I can manage. By God's will, I am in a better situation than those who are hungry and naked. I have to take responsibility for my family, which means I have a family. By God's grace, I am luckier than those who are orphans or still alone. Relatives come to my house, which means I have social status and people who stand by me. I should feel blessed to have them. A smile appeared on the man's face as he uttered these words. At that moment, all his worries disappeared. His perspective changed. He felt that everything was happening for the best. All he had to do was believe in Allah's plan. Then he went into his son's room, kissed him on the forehead, and thanked Allah Ta'ala for everything. We often get upset in our lives, fret and fume, and complain about our fate. We worry a lot, but never think about how our attitude can change everything. Like the man in the story, we often fail to recognize the blessings in our lives. Even when difficulties come, we can find reasons to be happy. If we look at the brighter side, even our problems can become a source of happiness. It is said that life is a mirror of perspective. How you choose to see it is in your hands. You may not have control over your situation, but how you look at it depends on your perspective. If you see the bad in everything, your life will be full of misery. And if you see the good in everything, your life will be full of happiness. So remember, brothers and sisters, whatever state you are in, look for the good in it. This is the only way to live a happy and peaceful life. I hope you learned something valuable from this story. Please share it with others. If you like stories like this, you may subscribe to our channel. Thank you.